Good evening, one and all. Elrigu namaskara, Shubha Sanjay. AIISH began its journey in 1965, completed 59 years. We started with a PG program and progressed towards having 14 academic programs from diploma to postdoctoral programs. This beginning happened with a vision of Dr. Ratna, who visualized that to have an institute like this across the country, and this was possible because of the support given by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. I take this moment to thank the ministry because this 59 years growth is not possible without their help and the involvement. With their support, 11 directors, 5 of them are alumni of this institute. They didn't see the institute as institute. They knew that what exactly is required for their alma mater. That's how they visualized, they tried hard to make every year a new beginning, a new venture. When I took the responsibility 6 years back, it was the same dream that was shared to me by Dr. Ratna. So I take this opportunity to remember and thank the vision that he shared and all the directors, the 5 directors with whom I worked closely in various spheres from the academic to administration. With their knowledge, with their experience, what I gained is right now I'm giving back to the society and especially to my alma mater. This is an opportunity for me to just give a little bit of our work that was done in the last year. So the last year is a major achievement. The dream, like when we talk about Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, under which the aims have been spread across the states. Similarly, the vision what we have is also to have an AIISH across the states. The journey began when Dr. Savitri Madam visualized, and then now this year, we had our Honorable Health Minister, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, virtually inaugurating and laying the foundation stone at Kanpur. And then we also had the Governing Council meeting, that is the 4th Academic Subcommittee and 54th Standing Finance Committee, and yesterday we had the 55th Standing Finance Committee at AIISH. When we talk about the manpower, it is required to have manpower working at the level of Group A, B, C, and this happened because of the mission recruitment by the vision of Honorable Prime Minister and the entire team. And the institute hosted 3 Rozgar Mela, and then we had 2 honorable ministers visiting the institutes along with the DRM, Shilpi Agarwal, to the institute. And we coordinated with this, and we also recruited nearly 60 personnel in the institute. As I said, that it started with a PG program, and I'm happy to say that the first and second batch students are right now with us, Indira Madam and Manohar Sir with us, and now we have moved to have 14 academic programs, and nearly around 653 students will be there in the campus at a time. We select the students based on national level entrance examination. So the students are gained experience by having various conferences which are organized by the faculty of the different departments. The second objective is clinical care. I still remember our teachers were telling that in the clinical activity started in 1 or 2 rooms. Now from 1 or 2 rooms, we moved to the Center of Excellence, where we have seen nearly 73,255 cases last year, out of which 24,000 cases are new cases and the old cases are 49,108. And then the hearing aid distribution under the Client Welfare Fund, which was a dream of Dr. Vijayalakshmi Basavaraj, is we distributed around 3,240 hearing aids. And also the hearing aids were distributed in the other outreach centers. The success comes when we have the holistic rehabilitation. We initiated AIISH Outreach Center at AIISH to provide the AIISH treatment for people who have got neurological problems, which was inaugurated last week. And the graduation day, it is not only the graduation day for our students, we also have graduation day for our special kids. And we usually have around 100 to 150 children whom you have seen right now singing invocation will be moving to a normal school. This is the mainstream mantra that the AIISH is promoting, the inclusion category. Yes, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is providing all the support. This is the first time that AIISH team made an effort to have the CSR activities, and I'm happy to say that we had 110 hearing aids was given by Froshes Technology, Bank of Baroda gave 40 numbers of hearing aids, and then Akshara Foundation. All these are digital hearing aids, and the total number of beneficiaries are 330 children. The photo that you are seeing is a person who's carrying a baby, is the youngest child whom we gave the hearing aid free of cost, is 2 months old. Apart from this, reaching to the unreached, this is a mantra that the previous directors had, and we got a van to move to the different places donated by ICICI Bank. And Mysore City Corporation had several meetings with them to convince the fund that is allocated for the disability sector needs to be used meaningfully. I would like to place in record the support given by the present DC, Lakshmikant Reddy sir, who was generous to give around 3 crores of fund towards the institute infrastructure development. Apart from that, we also had few well-wishers who walked into the institute and they provided the fund to the institute. Apart from that, you have also seen the sign language interpreter. She was the one who went to 14 times to the court when the children with disability were sexually abused. She was the one who was there in the High Court with the judge who was deaf herself, and she interpreted for her. And apart from that, UDID certification was issued, and the certificate for NEET examination as AIISH has already been recognized, and we also provide tele-rehabilitation. Research started with maybe a single room, and then we moved on to having 5 research centers at Center of Excellence in the AIISH, and we had 9 doctoral degrees which were awarded. And apart from that, the collaboration that was established across the country, and not only within the country, it's across the country. We established 9 total number of collaboration, and also had a sponsorer who was instrumental in helping establishing the vestibular clinic. The copyrights, thanks to the faculty who are instrumental in getting the copyrights, which is the need of the hour right now, to kind of a make in India. It begins with a small effort by all of you. Then again, I would like to say thank you to the ministry for recognizing me and making me as a chairperson for the Central Core Committee, along with Dr. Sandeep, and our team started interacting with DGHs and the other officials, and with them we could review what is the exact status of the national program on prevention and control of deafness, and then we had 2 review meetings. Apart from them, after visiting the WHO at Geneva the second time, we started collaborating with WHO, and a workshop was held where we had the Joint Secretary Rajiv Manji sir, who came us and helped us how to take further on prevention of hearing loss. The cochlear implant scheme. Most of the children who sang here are having a cochlear implant scheme, and this is the picture where we have the vice chairperson from the Karnataka government, our health minister, and also district in charge minister, where the AIISH hosted Shravana Sanjeevani program in March, and we have already signed MOU with 9 hospitals, and after the surgery from all these hospitals, children do come to the cochlear implant unit, and right now we have 160 children with cochlear implant who are availing the services. Yes, our efforts have been recognized and the awards have been given at the National Forum. Not only for the faculty, the institute also got the recognition in implementing the official language in day-to-day, and the scientific papers and the publications have also been awarded. Commemoration of days, it's not just like having a program within the 4 walls. We always try to go for a FB Live program. In FB Live program, it's always available in the website, so anybody can see in YouTube. So we had 14 observation of commemoration of days, and this year the major thing is the implementation of alternative and augmentative communication, where the sign language is something which, being a responsible citizen, it's our responsibility to understand and to be a part of learning few basic sign language so that we can do effective communication. In this way, I'm happy to inform that the entire Mysore Postal Department, the postal staff have been oriented and they have started learning to use the sign language with their cases. We conducted 5 programs. Public education is again one of the objective where we had AIISH Arogyavani. 47 programs are conducted. Every month we have 700 people who are walking into the institute to get to know what is AIISH is all about, and we take them to the different departments to know that this is not a deaf and dumb institute. This institute is something where we are taking children and the adults with disability towards the mainstream. This is exactly required because the myths that are associated is making them to come to us at the age of 5 years or 6 years. Of course, the Dasara always calls us, where we have a tableau and an exhibition center, and along with the Mysore University, we conduct a lot of programs. Social media is active. In a week, we have minimum of 3 to 4 posts, and the success stories are also given. In this, I would like to thank all the resource persons, the faculty, and the clinical staff who have given a lot of orientation programs in our public education media, that is social media. Outreach services, from infants to geriatric population to school-going children, we take care of this. So last year, 64,792 infants across the states have been examined by our outreach centers and by AIISH. Not only that, as I said, reaching to the unreached is NSS residential camp. We had it where our NSS volunteers, our students, 96 of them went and they stayed in a village in a school for 5 days, and they surveyed 66,669 individuals for speech and hearing problems. That is, NSS is not for within the campus. They went outside the campus, and we distributed the free hearing aids too. The infrastructure, yes, along with this, the infrastructure is required, and we were fortunate to get the long dream. As I said, all the previous directors also dreamt about this, the patient accommodation, where we can have 107 individuals can avail the facility, which is just 5 minutes walkable distance from here. The construction of ladies and the gents hostel has also begun. So this is the kind of glimpse that we had, and we had several programs in which we had the eminent visitors from the royal family to the MPs and the ministers and the WHO team visiting us. Apart from that, as I already said, we had the Honorable Union Minister Shobha Karandaje Madam and Narayan Swamy Sir and Dinesh Gundurao Sir and H.C. Madheppa Sir and Pratap Simha Sir and other honorable MLAs visiting this institute. Along with, we also had Shri Naresh Panchal Sir, additional DGHS from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So the list goes on, who came to us and they gave their advice to take the institute at the higher level. So I take this opportunity to thank all of you, because AIISH progress is not possible with one person, just because with the help of the ministry, when we have a vision, all of you join with us and then say that, yes, we are ready. So this is the kind of glimpse that I wanted to show, that how AIISH is progressing towards the positive direction of disseminating the information and towards the inclusion. So yes, now we completed 58 years and 59 years, and then we are moving on to the 60th year. So at this occasion, whom should we have as a guest? A person who is known for his kind of concern towards AIISH. The entire team is here to say that we are with you to give the life to your vision. So today we have Shri Apurva Chandra Sir, Secretary to the Government of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So to tell about this, sir assumed the charge of Office of Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 2nd January 2024. Sir joined the Indian Administrative Services in 1988 and belongs to the Maharashtra cadre. Having completing the bachelor's degree in civil engineering and master's in structural engineering from IIT Delhi, prior to joining to MOHF, Sir was the Secretary of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Sir was also spreaded the ministry's key policy issues on matters related to outreach, broadcasting, and stakeholders. Sir worked as Principal Secretary in Government of Maharashtra for over 4 years, from 2013 to 17. During this period, Maharashtra led the country in attracting FDI and other investments. Sir was also instrumental in slew of new policies like electronic policy, retail policy, a single window policy to attract new investments. The first smart industrial township under the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor was operationalized at Aurangabad under Sir's leadership. During this tenure, leading industrial players like General Electric, General Motors, and the other companies, sir has spent several years in the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Ministry of Defense in the Government of India. During the sir's stint as DG in Ministry of Defense, sir was instrumental in bringing out the Defense Acquisition Policy 2020, which laid emphasis on individualization of weapon system. Sir also chaired the governing body of ILO during the difficult period of COVID. And sir is very close to heart because sir played a major role in getting revised cost approval for establishing of AIISH Kanpur project in January. That was a key point for us to dream a bigger one. So on behalf of AIISH family, a warm welcome to you, sir. I request Professor Sundaraj, sir, a senior ENT person, to welcome sir on behalf of AIISH. Thank you, sir. Next slide. Now, again, we have Changson ma'am. Ma'am is Additional Secretary to the Government of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Ma'am began her journey in 1994 in the batch of the Indian Administrative Service of Assam Meghalaya cadre. Madam is presently serving as Additional Secretary to the Government of India. Before joining, ma'am was holding the charge of Additional Secretary, Department of School Education, Literacy and Ministry of Education. In ma'am's present capacity, looking after the public health and policy of all states and UTIs. Ma'am is handling the overall policy of Sustainable Development Goals, PPP-related policy work, COVID vaccination, rare disease, emergency medical relief, National Mental Health Program, and the other programs too, with our AIISH program. Before coming on central deputation, ma'am worked in several capacities, including district magistrate and of Tejpur, and has done extensive work in school education in Assam as Secretary Education and State Project Director of Sarva Shikshana Abhiyana. Madam served as Commissioner and Secretary, Tourism, and was the first woman principal, Home and Political Department, Government of Assam. Again, ma'am played a significant role as chairpersons of Standing Finance Committee by approving the various agendas proposed in the previous two meetings, and one meeting was held yesterday. Again, on behalf of all of you, a warm welcome to you, madam. I request Professor Manjula, madam, to kindly welcome madam. When we think of a program, we need a leader who takes care of the entire program, and he will say, the director, madam, you can relax and concentrate on the work, because he will have the best team. So we had Professor Sandeep and annual day organizing team who took care of the entire program. A warm welcome to you, Professor Sandeep, to make my work less and a kind of, relaxed. So welcome to you also. I could see AIISH family here, from the first batch student to second batch students. And then we also have a retired professors. When I said the first batch, second batch student, we have Indira madam and then Manohar sir. Our teachers, I'm happy to say, and it's indeed a surprise to see, Anthony Thomas sir and then Shukla sir with us. So also the ex-employees, the pensioners who are here. So on behalf of the entire AIISH family, I want to welcome all of you once again, the press and media, and the police personnel who gave the security in the Kotira. With this, I would like to welcome one and all, Ellarigu Hardika Suspagata. Thank you.